everyone, and thanks for checking out my channel. I'm going to have a quick look at WTI crude oil. I got the plans pretty much right over the past week, so let's see if we can find something successful for the coming week, potentially a bit longer, and see basically what are the levels I can look and what could be the most rewarding plan that we can put in place. So first, looking at the daily charts, we broke above that critical 43.5 level and quickly reached the 45 zone. That was the next resistance area, and as we can see, that break did actually clear that bullish divergence we had in the daily chart. That's usually quite reliable, and so we can now remove that one, even if later on that can actually work as a support, but still for the short term it's not going to be of any use. So if we zoom in now on the 4 hours chart, so we can see that we are evolving in some sort of a rising wedge. My take from here, because we're having the OPEC meeting in the coming 2 days, is that we are going to see some more upside short term, but that the selling pressure might return quite soon, at least to retest down the level that got broken at 43.5. So it's not going to be a major drop, my opinion. I don't see this. That break was very important. 43.5 will now act as a solid support, and we'd need to do something quite significant to actually break that level. So if we look at the chart now, we're having that divergence that's showing on the 4 hours. I didn't open any short position here because that kind of divergence following a very strong move and breakout is actually not that significant, and what I'm looking at now is another touch on that trend line somewhere here that will actually give us more confidence that the momentum is actually really lost, and that the funds or some big players are actually starting to reverse their position. So if we look here, going from currently 65 up to 79, we are roughly talking at that resistance area 46.6, and of course it can extend a little bit higher, but I think given that we only having 2 days from here, that's only 2 or 3% to the upside, and I think we should have at 46.6 some nice short entry potential. So of course that trade can be also taken, but it's very I think that's the end for that swing, and I would be a bit careful trying to anticipate any continuation to the upside because of the figure that's showing that the sellers are actually not letting the price moving much higher. We're not in a moving ascending channel, we're just in some sort of losing momentum move that is usually weaker. So if we can make another touch here on that RSI trend line and set up the 4 hours divergence for good, I will definitely enter short on that position on some sort of a reversal pattern. The target will not be highly ambitious. If we can go from 46.6 to 43.5, and then what I'm expecting for the coming weeks, potentially getting into next year, would be to continue into some sort of a range and see how we build under that 47.7 area. Are we going to reach 50? That's of course possible, but I think we need a bit more, some sort of a construction with some higher lows that's actually building against that resistance until we actually get proper breakouts. We're having some targets that is not really perfect, but still a good indication that is running somewhere about 53, 54. That could be an end target before we could see some more, some bigger reversal next year, but as of now there's really no indication that when we are going to get there, and if we are going to get there, of course we could still see some pullback to the downside, but my opinion is that we are going to enter some sort of a bullish move to the upside, and that 43.5 will be definitely a buy area to actually play that breakout side. So yeah, that's about it for WTI. So we don't have the quote report available yet, so cannot confirm what happened during that time, but I suspect because of that large candle we had here, the fund definitely added long position there. I would be really surprised if that's not the case, so but we'll check that this week just to make sure. But I believe this is bullish. Very short term, a little bit of a pullback down to retest the previous resistance until we actually start consolidating from some move to the upside. So yeah, thanks for watching. I wish you safe trading, and I speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.